Hello everybody, welcome to the premiere of my video sports blog. I'm gonna call it the Silent Sports Blog. This is episode 1. It is April 1st, 2017. Thank you everybody that watched my channel. I wanted to do this for a long time. I'm gonna break this episode up into 2 parts because this is a special episode because tomorrow is the start of the Major League Baseball season, so I wanted to give my own little preview, my predictions, the World Series, all that, the MVPs of both leagues. So I'm going to start with the National League, and then I'm going to do the American League and the rest of my predictions on the second part of this video. Of course, a lot of you know me as Silent Assassin, but my name is Troy West. I really love sports and video games. I started this YouTube channel back late December because I was in this Madden League, and it was part of the rules to broadcast your games, and that's why I started using my YouTube account for that, and I just started doing videos ever since. So like I said, this episode is mainly about the Major League Baseball season. So I'm going to go ahead and go division by division, be my division champion, and who I think will wind up being a wild card team. I probably try to do a sports blog, video blog, probably once a week, maybe more, depends on what's going on. There's a lot going on in sports right now, actually. The Final Four is tonight as well, so for you college basketball fans, that should be good. I'm rooting for Gonzaga, just to throw that out there. Hope Gonzaga do it, but we'll see. Alright, let me go ahead and get started. I'll start in the National League East. Of course, the Washington Nationals, I think that they will win the division. Bryce Harper, the pitcher staff with Scherzer. They just got a deep pitcher staff. I like their lineup. I think they definitely the class of the NFC East. In National League East, I'm sorry, thinking about football now. The New York Mets, I think they would finish right behind the Nationals. They got a real deep young pitcher staff as well, but it's their lineup that sort of concerns me. I don't know if they'd be able to score enough, but I still think they are far better than the other teams in the East. The Miami Marlins, I think they could do pretty well. They got a nice little young team. They still getting over the loss of Jose Fernandez in the last year. That was a real sad story. I liked him. He was one of my favorite players. So it was real sad to see that, that he passed away. So hopefully, maybe they build off that and have a good year. The Atlanta Braves, all the reason why I'm not picking to finish last in the division because I admit I am an Atlanta Braves fan. I grew up an Atlanta Braves fan. I still follow the team. I grew up watching them during the glory years, so hopefully they'll build on something. This first time in their new stadium, they've already got a new stadium already, so we'll see how the Braves do this year. Freddie Freeman, he's one of my favorite players on the team. And I realized they picked up Brandon Phillips from Cincinnati, so yeah, I think they have a young shortstop that they've been talking about, so hopefully they at least have a exciting year. And the Philadelphia Phillies, I've watched a couple of their spring training games. They got a lot of young talent as well, and I wouldn't be surprised if they finish above the Braves. But me being a fan, I'm just picking them to finish 4th instead of 5th in that division. Alright, so let's move on to the National League Central. Got the Chicago Cubs, of course, defending champions, of course. Got them winning it again. Pretty much most of the team still there. Dexter Fowler went to the Cardinals, which I'm about to talk about the Cardinals in a few seconds. Cubs, they'll be right there again. So, still got John Lester. They got a nice deep pitcher staff, nice deep lineup. Rizzo, Chris Bryant. They're going to be good for a long time. And speaking of a team that's been good a long time, been consistent for years, is the St. Louis Cardinals. They are one of my wildcard teams I picked in the National League. Molina, Uh, the pitcher staff is real deep with Competer. Um, they just got a real nice deep team. And like I said, they just picked up Dexter Fowler from the Cubs. So that'll help they line up. The Pittsburgh Pirates, they sort of the team that's sort of in the middle. They're a pretty good team, but just not good enough. Andrew McCutcheon, some problems with him moving to right field. But they got a nice young team, though. It's just they pitcher staff probably not as deep as the Cardinals and the Cubs. But like I said, they'll be there competing probably for a wild card spot, but I think they'll fall just short. The Milwaukee Brewers, I see some guys. I watched the WBC, which was awesome, by the way. Some guys in the WBC, they got some young talent on the team. Still got Ryan Braun, so probably be a team that's not boring to watch, but don't expect a lot from them as far as making the push for the playoffs. And the Cincinnati Reds are just like most of their players either got traded or they on the trading block. Let's just say like they just rebuilding, so don't expect much from the Reds this year. We'll go ahead and move on to the NL West. Of course, the Dodgers, a team I'm very high on. You'll figure out in a few minutes. And they got a nice young team. Of course, you got Kershaw. I know they got some injuries on the pitcher staff right now, but I think they clearly the team to be in this division. The San Francisco Giants has been around for years, also been consistent. They're another one of my wild card teams. I think they will compete for a title again, but I think they'll come up short. I think the Dodgers just all around better team right now than the Giants, even though they still got Bumgarner, Buster Posey, Crawford. They got a lot of young players as well. So look out for the Giants. The Arizona Diamondbacks, I like Zach Greinke, Paul Goldschmidt. Got a nice little team, but like I said, they sort of in the middle, like the Pirates. Sort of got a decent team, but I don't think enough to compete for a playoff spot. Colorado Rockies, of course, another team with a deep lineup, but no, pretty much they pitching is their biggest flaw, but they'd be probably a team fun to watch throughout the year. And the San Diego Padres, I like they always have a deep pitcher staff. Plus they play in their pitching friendly ballpark, where I think helps them. But overall, just not enough. I picked them to finish last in the West. So of course that makes my playoff teams the Nationals, Cubs, Cardinals, Dodgers, and Giants. And I think the Dodgers will beat the Chicago Cubs in the NLCS, and the Dodgers will finally make it to the World Series. They've been knocking on the door. I think this is their year. And I got MVP coming out the National League. Bryce Harper, I think he's going to have a monster bounce back year. He's having a monster spring as well. And Clayton Kershaw, just an easy choice for Cy Young in the National League for me. So that's my preview of the National League. Of course, I'm going to do the American League. And like I said, I'm going to split the videos up into 2 parts. So thanks for watching. This is Troy West. And I'll see you on the American League side. I'm going to go ahead and get this video up for you guys. And like I said, thanks for all your support. And thanks for watching. If you have anything to say, go ahead and leave a comment.